Okay, so good afternoon. Welcome again to Voca class. Let's start. So we'll have our first word. It's called abrupt. Okay, so abrupt here act as an adjective. Okay, so what do we mean by the word abrupt? Let's focus on their synonyms. So when we say abrupt, we mean to say something that is sudden. Okay, something that is quick. Next, we have here hurry. I bet in Hangul this is pali-pali, right? Okay, we also have this one as anticipated. Unanticipated, rather. Okay, so abrupt means sudden, quick, hurried, and anticipated. So we have the antonyms. Deliberate. Next, at ease. Next, from the word unanticipated, just remove the prefix on. It's anticipated. Next, we have what we call gradual. Okay, so again, when we say abrupt, this is a form of an adjective meaning sudden, quick, hurried, unanticipated. Antonyms of the word abrupt is deliberate, at ease, anticipated, and gradual. So let's have the sentence. Okay, so there is an abrupt change of weather nowadays. So as you can see in this example, abrupt is used in terms of weather. Okay, so what does it mean? It means that there is a sudden or quick change of weather nowadays, which is happening around the world, since they said it's about global warming. So abrupt means here is sudden change. Next, we go with our second word. The next word is astonish. Astonish. Okay. So astonish here acts as a verb. So what do we mean by the word astonish? So synonyms are something that is overwhelmed. Next, shock. Next, surprise. And startle. Okay, so when we say the word astonish, we mean to say that something is overwhelming, something that is shocking, something that is surprising, or something that makes you feel startled. Okay, so the antonym for this word is something that you expect, from the word surprise. Next, something that you are feeling calm, something that you bore. Okay, so from the word expect here, you can categorize this part of surprise, because when we say the word surprise, something that you don't expect. And so the antonym for the word astonish here is expect. Again, so astonish act as a verb. It means overwhelmed, shock, surprise, startle. The antonym would be expect, calm, and bored. So let's go on now with the example used in a sentence. A magician, a astonished the audience by making impossible things happen. Again, the example here is, a magician astonished the audience by making impossible things happen. So our key word here is magician, and the word here is astonished. So if you already watch a magic trick, then therefore astonished would be a good adjective or a verb as well. So it can act as an adjective if you're talking about the magic, an astonished magic, right? But here it acts as a verb, meaning is the audience here were astonished or surprised because of magician's trick that impossible things can happen by means of those magics. So astonished means here surprise, something that is amazing or shocking. Again, so astonished means overwhelmed, shocked, surprised, startled. The antonym would be expect, calm, bored. The next word. We have here number 3, classify. Again, so we call that classify, okay? So classify here acts as a verb. And classification means noun. Okay. Classify, or actually to classify. Yes. So let's focus on the synonym of the word classify. We have here number 1, arrange. So when we say classify, you're trying to arrange, right? You're trying to group, rank, or organize something. Again, classify means to classify, to arrange, to group, to rank, to organize, or simply from the word class, to classify, to make them in order. So the antonym, we have here from the word organize, simply put the prefix this. Okay, plus the word organize, this organize. Next, from the word arrange, simply put the word un plus arrange. Okay, also we can add from the word order, okay, we can put this plus the word order, which means disorder, meaning they are not properly arranged. So again, classify is simple, to arrange and organize by classes. Okay, you're trying to put them into group or into their classification. So we have here classify act as a verb, to classify, arrange, group, to rank, to organize, to class. Classification act as a noun. An antonym for this word classification or to classify is disorganize and arrange, disorder. So let's have the sentence. The students are classified into different levels. Okay, so from this example, the students are classified into different levels. So our keyword here is from the word different and the word levels. So it means that the students were categorized into different levels. In ILC, we have what we call begin, pre-inter, low inter, inter classes, and advanced. So they are classified. Okay? So this is according to their level, according to their ability. So that is the word classify means. Next, we go with the fourth word. Our fourth word is complex. Okay? Complex. So complex act here as an adjective. Okay. So what do we mean by the word complex? It's simple. When we say complex, we mean to say something that makes you confused. Next, something that is what we call complicated. If you still remember, we had this word before. Okay. Next, something that is jumbled. Something that makes you feel puzzled. It's like playing a puzzle, so it is complex. Okay, so from these synonyms, you can automatically think of its antonym. Very easy. If something is complicated, then you find it or make it simple. You feel it at ease. Something that makes you easy. Or something that will make it clear. Or something that is what we call direct or obvious. So complex can be used in different ways depending on the sentence. So again, complex means confused, complicated, jumbled, puzzled. The antonym, simple, at ease, easy, clear, direct, and obvious. So let's do it in a sentence. Okay, the English subject makes me feel complex, or rather, studying English makes me feel complicated, right? So as we've said before, studying English or studying another language is not that easy because you're giving much effort to this. So it makes us feel confused. So how can we do it? So make it simple. Okay, start from the basic and being diligent, I think. Okay, so I hope you got the fourth word. We have complex. Next, we go on the fifth word. We have here consent. Okay, consent. What is a consent? So consent here acts as our verb. Okay, so in ILC, you need to have a consent before going out, right? So what is this consent all about? So when we say consent, we mean to say something that is what we call permit. Okay, a permission. So we can call this also something that will allow you, an allowance. Next, to approve. Next, to say yes, because that was that permission is asking for a yes, asking for an agreement. Okay, so consent is a formal word indicating the word permit. Okay, to ask someone to give you the allowance to do something. So this might be referring to someone who's having a higher authority, or your parents who's giving you what we call rules, and then you're asking for a consent in order to do something like going out somewhere. Okay, next we go on with its antonym. So let's find out what would be the best antonym for the word consent. If your mother disagree, the consent. Therefore, disagree is the antonym. Next, if people didn't agree, they usually protest. Okay, next, they refuse, or they are trying to oppose or disapprove. Next, so let's use the word consent in a sentence. Okay, so my parents consent me to go out at night, but I have to go home by 10 o'clock. So I think this would be a quite strict rule, okay? So your parents consent you to go out at night, but you have to follow the rules that you have to go home by 10 p.m. Do you like that? Okay, so here, consent, the authority are your parents, and all you have to do is follow, because your parents have already given you the consent, but all you have to do is follow the rules. So consent meaning is permit, allow, approve, or to say yes. And the antonym would be disagree, protest, refuse, oppose, and disapprove. Next, we'll go on now with its number 6 word. So this is a positive word. What do you mean by the word eager? When we say eager, something that is what we call an enthusiasm. Okay? It acts here as an adjective. So when we say the word enthusiasm, we mean to say something that is passionate. What would be the antonym for this word? We can have disinterested. Something that is what we call unenthusiastic. So eagerness means enthusiasm, being passionate, and the antonym would be something that is interested or unenthusiastic. So what would be the best sentence? She was eager, okay, to learn English. Meaning, the girl is very eager to learn English. So there is what we call, the girl is really interested in studying English. So eagerness means enthusiasm, passionate, antonym, disinterested, unenthusiastic, and the sentence we have here is, she was eager to learn English. So that is our last word for this time. So we have number 1, abrupt, 2, astonish, 3, classify, 4, complex, 5, consent, and 6, eager. So thank you and good afternoon.